動かすことにしたんです。最初の一歩この葉崩し三代目おかげもろともに知ってますか、かつて死と呼んだものを。
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a kind of mix of a few ideas into one. Pixie had suggested that I should do a steampunk makeup, so I kind of wanted to incorporate that into my also voodoo priestess style makeup. So I ain't never seen anybody do this, so I thought that it would be a good opportunity to create something different. If you guys would like to see how I got this makeup, then please keep watching. And you can feel free to either use the voodoo portion or the steampunk portion, kind of up to you. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. So to begin, I'm going to take my Mayroon Paradise Paint Metallic palette, and I'm going to use a few different shades from this palette, kind of mostly focusing on those four there. And I'm going to begin to do the steampunk portion of the makeup. So I was looking at reference photos of gears, and I practiced drawing them on like a piece of paper before I started to do this, so I would highly suggest to do that as well. It was very helpful. So pretty much to do a gear, you're going to draw a small circle and then create 4 lines going out of it, almost like a star shape. And then you're going to take a flat concealer brush here to apply the gears. I found that was the easiest way to make sure that they were kind of all the same length. But yeah, that's how I did the gear. I'm sure there's a lot of different techniques that you could be using, but feel free to use that idea. And I'm pretty much just going to be doing that all throughout the chest, neck, and up onto the face. I'm going to vary the colors as well, so using different shades of bronze, gold, silver. You could do colorful makeup as well. You don't have to stick with the metallics. I just thought it looked a little bit more steampunk. We are also going to meet some of those gears up so the teeth are interchangeable. And for this specific gear, I want it to look a little bit more in front of the other ones. So you can choose to do that or kind of do what I've done with the other gears. Once you've got most of those gears laid down, we are going to map out the skull. So take a white eyeliner here, and yeah, you can kind of change up the shape. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. I kind of wanted the top of the skull to be a little bit more kind of frayed or broken looking, if that makes any sense. And then once I've got that outline, I'm just going to go back and take a black body paint to outline all of the gears. The outer portion, inner portion, just all of it, and then adding a few lines throughout to add a little bit more dimension. I felt I needed a little bit more gear design on the forehead. You can kind of choose to do this or not, up to you. And before I get started on the skull portion of the makeup, I know that this may be a little bit of a touchy subject for some people. I am not meaning to offend anyone. This is my interpretation of a steampunk kind of voodoo priestess, not like a real life voodoo priestess, so I hope this doesn't offend anybody. We are going to take a white body paint here and fill in the skull. You're going to want to apply about 3, 4, 5 layers, depending on the type of paint that you have. And I would suggest leaving the nose empty because we're going to fill it in a little bit later with black. I found that when I was filling it in a bit later, because I had the white base down, it was sort of turning into a gray shade, so I would just leave that area empty. Now that the mask is as opaque as I would like it, I'm going to take a black body paint and outline the whole thing. So I didn't film this part, but I went all around the outside of the mask using a brown eyeshadow. This is meant to make it look like the mask is sitting on the face, so it's really to give the illusion of a shadow. Before I go any further, I'm going to take a black lip stain from Pretty Zombie Cosmetics and apply that to my lips because it was throwing me off having white crusty ass lips and I didn't want to have that no more. So I went ahead and did one of my eyes off camera because I was not sure how I was going to do this makeup, but I am taking a orange eyeshadow here. I'm using the Suva Beauty palette. You can use any orange though. And we're going to apply some vertical lines going up and below the eye. And then I decided to take a yellow and fill in the spaces between the orange. This really doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy as fuck because the messier the better, to be honest, in my opinion. And then to add a bit more dimension, I am taking a black eyeshadow here and messily applying it everywhere. To give it more of that smudged effect, I'm going to go over that with a smudge blending brush and blend it out. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect at all. We're also going to take some of that black eyeshadow and streak it down the top and bottom of the eye. And then taking a black body paint, we're going to do these little squiggles all throughout and some dots throughout the mask as well. And then I am going to fill in my skull nose. And I went back and added a bit more of a highlight to the rest of the eye, so taking a white body paint and doing the squiggles as well. And that pretty much completes the look, guys. So that was my tutorial, guys. I hope that it was helpful and useful to you in some sort of way and you got something out of it. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye!